What's up, guys, and welcome to the Quick Diz Takes podcast, episode number 76. We are live, although some of us don't all seem to be ready.
77.
It's 77.
We just said
I said 70. Didn't I say 76? 77. Okay. You know what? This is a series. This is what I make this mistake constantly, so it's to be expected. 77. I'm your host, Tim LeBeau, and I can remember that part at least. And what I hate is that when I start these shows live now, it automatically kicks, my YouTube thing automatically kicks in. Why is it everyone's freezing up on me here? I know you guys are.
We're all playing a crazy game of robot again.
Yeah, everybody kicks in and my voice kicks in, and then it starts playing like a 10-second delay, and before I can get to mute it, and it like throws me off. But anyway, episode 77. I'm here. John Castano, Stephen Lanzi, Sarah Castano. We're all here. We're all reunited, and it feels so good.
Oh yeah.
We had other plans for tonight's show. I'm not going to get into those because eventually we'll have that show, I think. But so we're just going to kind of do a little catching up. Then we'll have one more episode after this within the next week or two, and then we will take our holiday sabbatical. So Disney Plus Day, Halloween. First of all, how was everyone's Halloween?
Oh, it's lovely. Ran into you guys.
Yeah, we did. That's right. And let me just say that Johnny and Sarah's neighborhood is absolutely and I know it wasn't as bad as it usually is, but it's bonkers on Halloween. Mine used to be bonkers. It's like simmered over the last, even before COVID, the last couple of years before COVID, it used to be like I would go through bags and bags of candy, and now it's not so bad. But over there,
bring them to our house. Yeah. This was the most candy we've ever bought, and it all went and then some.
So my cousin Kathy, who's like, I don't know, 10 houses down from you guys or something like that, claims that she has gone through 100 bags of candy tonight there. I don't know how true that is, but
I don't know what size these bags are, but it's possible.
That's a lot of bags of candy, man.
It was weird because I was talking to my mom because my mom came and joined us with my sister. My niece came. It was like a big outing. She got my grandmother. It was her first time trick-or-treating. It was the cutest thing. And I was telling them, like, normally it's not like this. Normally, like, it's shoulder to shoulder packed like across the street. And I felt like there weren't a lot of people. And then Johnny was telling me this is the most candy he's ever bought. We went through all of it. And then like stuff that John couldn't eat because he has that appliance in his mouth. He was putting stuff into the cauldron for us to give out that he couldn't eat, and kind of extended it a little bit more. So I don't know. They keep coming.
And Johnny was offering adult trick-or-treating. I don't know what that was all about. I did not go.
No. You should have.
But it sounded like it was fun.
You sneak around the back of the house, you go in the bar.
We've heard of the adult Easter egg hunts.
It's the back entrance.
Yeah.
I taught my nephews about taxes. So for every few pieces of candy, if there was a Twix or a Reese's, I found its way into my pocket. So they learned a little bit about that. I thought it was a good civics.
It's like the government.
Civics.
The government knocks on your door.
I'm so proud of you.
And they ask for money instead of candy.
Exactly. Although I'll tell you,
that's good.
There's one candy that just you don't see it anymore. It's one of my favorites, and that's a Clark bar.
Oh, I was gonna say Necco wafers.
Clark bar.
Ugh.
Why?
So you're the person that eats those, huh? Flavored chalk.
Also known as Tums. No, I was just saying.
Yeah, sort of. Very, very, very close.
So someone actually told me that they went online to get Clark bars, and you can still buy them like on Amazon, but they're a lot more expensive than what you pay at candy, at CVS.
Yeah.
And all that tells me.
Collection.
They used to be a pretty big thing when I was growing up. You had your standards, but I'll say Clark bar usually had a respectable showing at Halloween. So
I was not aware until I was today years old, as they say now. when I just learned the clock bar is discontinued. I thought that was still a thing, and I didn't realize you could not get them anymore. At least
Wait, they
at the stores.
discontinued? Like
Well, I don't know
discontinued?
there's no, you can't get them, correct? I'm just going by what you said.
So, well, all right. So I haven't seen them in any stores. However,
Okay.
I'm not going to say they're completely discontinued yet because there is a candy store in Warwick. I mean, this place still has it still has the candy cigarettes.
Oh my
Like,
God.
Yes!
I used to love those.
I'm telling you, this, if it's still run the same way that it was last time I was there, if they don't have it, it's discontinued. But they have candy that I have not seen in a regular store in a long time. So I have to do some reconnaissance, and I will have to go there and see what they have for candy. So if they don't have a clock bar, you can't get a clock bar.
All right. Well, if you go, do me a favor, grab me a pack of candy cigarettes. And
Will
I'll
do.
smoke one. I'll smoke one live on the show.
I remember
Good.
we all did that. We all pretended we were smoking cigarettes.
You can blow out and the little chalk stuff.
Please
comes
tell
out.
me my friends and I weren't the only losers
Yeah.
that would have a French fry, put a little
Okay.
ketchup at the end like a flame, and pretend that was a cigarette. Please tell me we weren't the only ones so I can see.
Maybe just you, my friend.
I think I did.
All right, good. So you weren't the only extremely unique and odd people.
Chase is on there saying the clock bar was quick discontinued. Anyway,
So clever, that Chase.
so Disney Plus Day this past Friday. First of all, I'm very sad to report that we are not getting a Muppet Slasher anytime soon because
Dang it.
Disney Plus Day came and went, and there was I didn't see any trailers or anything that indicated to me that we'll be seeing any Muppet on Muppet Homicide anytime in the near future.
Yeah.
But did anybody? I mean, I don't know if I was the only geek that really delved into the Disney Plus stuff. But did anybody see the Under the Helmet Boba Fett featurette or
I have not yet.
Olaf Presents? I know Sarah Lee watched one Olaf Presents.
Listen to me. We waited Friday night for Johnny to get home, and then promptly James and I fell asleep on the couch. So last night was our redeeming night, and we had a family function. Then the tornado warnings came through, and of course, clear panic. And I just wanted to get home before the storms came in. So I took a child and went home, and Johnny stayed behind with a child to help clean up, and then came home after. And then you did too. Oh, you didn't help clean up.
The storm was
Johnny just stayed
terrible.
behind, but didn't
I
help.
was so scared.
I sat in the
All the
chair.
phones went off?
I sat at the counter.
Nothing happened. Had a gust of wind and a little bit of rain.
I waited for the rain to get done. I didn't hear a thing. I just sat there.
The guys on the TV yakking about tornado warnings, and I'm watching the TV and I'm like, that tornado warning's like a minute away from not being a warning anymore. And then sure as heck, he's like, well, that's not a warning now. And they just came down, and then all of a sudden it was like calm again. I don't know if up Stevens way it got bad. I know there was some. I think he might have been in the red area.
Yeah, so the drive up to Maine on Friday was pretty
Gross.
yeah, it was pretty gnarly trying to get up there. And there was actually a lot of accidents. And actually
Okay.
and not even accidents like two cars. So much of it was just one car. So obviously hydroplaned or something and whatever. So Friday was a rough drive, but Saturday fine. But then it's funny, then I saw the warnings of a tornado. I was like, well, I'm so glad I'm not in Rhode Island right now. I'll just enjoy my safety up here in Maine.
Our
So the
oldest was
weather
very
got-
worried about the Hocus Pocus set up in Lincoln because, of course, they show the map. They have all the towns labeled. And
Oh,
I wonder if it
because
blew
it's-
away. Is it okay?
Yeah.
He's all worried.
Yeah.
Nugget.
I mean, I felt generally safe down here. Like I said, I heard a couple of gusts of wind, a little bit of water. I was generally concerned about SJP's well-being on set, but other than that,
yeah, they don't film on the weekends. She was all set.
Yeah,
He's fine. Everything's fine.
I think it should be all right.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I was watching the the Ohio State game on Channel 6, and they literally cut into the game and did like a 20-minute weather thing on there. I was like, all right, already put the game back on, damn it.
I just
It's
want to
like,
watch my team.
I know, it's nuts. Anyway,
Sorry.
yeah, so no one watched Olaf Presents, I
No,
guess.
so then
we can't
we-
talk about that.
No, then I waited for him, and then they come home, and this morning, hey, mommy, guess what we watched while you were home? What? Olaf Present.
Ah.
Little.
So
Her.
Johnny
I s-
watched Olaf.
I saw all of
Presents.
them, and then you just went out tonight to your parents' house, and I just watched all of them again with
Are
James.
you kidding?
So you're the only one in the house who hasn't seen
Can
them.
I just
You
say?
literally waited until I was not with you. And I
James
just-
put it on.
for
I
you.
did not
Can I just
touch.
say
I didn't
that
have the remote.
they were, I guess, what you would call cute, but then you didn't miss anything, and it's going to take you literally like I don't know 6
It was a-
minutes to catch up on it.
Yeah. If you watch the uninterrupted ones, it was 11 minutes long.
Was it even? I was surprised it was even that long.
Go ahead, go jump out,
I
go
watched
watch it
them
real
all.
quick.
It's
Man.
not. It's cool. It's funny.
So wait, you watched
it's not
them
even
with
what
our
I'm all
older
about.
son with your mom, and then when I was visiting my parents, you watched them with our younger son with your mom. So you and your mom have seen it twice, and I'm still at nothing.
My mom wasn't here yet when we watched them,
Oh,
and Mabel and
So, like,
Ollie.
suggest,
Mabel
like,
and
hey-
Ollie were there last night too. So
You snooze, you lose.
so was this like, hey, mommy just left? Let's put this on.
I didn't do anything. I didn't have the remote.
You're the adult in the house, man.
I sat
Well,
there.
You're just gonna
Yes,
have to
but-
wait for it.
I was just
being the
happy
adult-
Phineas and Ferb wasn't on or something.
Being the
I'm
adult in the
gonna-
house and being the one in control are not mutually exclusive.
Agreed. However,
That's never exclusive for me. I'm never in control of the TV. Unfortunately for me.
unless Ari is in bed, and then it's fine.
Well, yeah. Well, football's the only day where I just stop my foot goes down. I'm like, that's just this is happening.
Yeah.
But every other day, it's like, whatever.
Yeah,
I
one
don't feel
football
like
game a
fighting.
week.
Yeah, I don't really feel like fighting over it. Two college and NFL, but two for the weekend. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. But Saturday usually works out because they're usually off. They're usually distracted with something else anyway. Anyway,
Yeah, Stumper
Yeah,
watched
so-
the game at Ohio State too.
so no Muppet slasher. The Boba Fett thing, I highly recommend any Star Wars fan take a quick look at. Not very long, but very interesting. We were talking about Home Alone, but we can't talk too much about it because no one else watched it before the show. But I'll tell you what I did watch that has nothing to do with Disney Plus. Anybody else see Cruella yet?
No.
Boy, you guys are slackers.
Sorry, Tim.
I want to say, I'm gonna be the first.
I just want to say, grad school has taken every free moment of my life. Grad school is the biggest thief of time and
Mhm.
life and joy and happiness and laughter. Basically,
Keep going.
basically grad school is a constant dementor from having that just hangs above you and sucks your soul out and enjoys doing it.
Have some
Yeah.
chocolate. It helps.
Fair
It
enough.
really, really helps.
Well, if
Wise
you
words
haven't
from
seen,
Ethan.
And I have, by the
Yeah.
way,
All the chocolate.
my
if you
waistline.
haven't seen, I'm just laughing at Chase over here. If you haven't seen Cruella, I highly recommend watching it. I thought it was a lot better than I thought it would be.
That was with, wait, I can think of her name. Wait.
Emma. ES.
Emma Stone.
Yes.
Yes.
Although,
Big success,
you know,
gentlemen.
just another one of those movies that explains why a villain became a villain and why they're really not a villain. They just misunderstood.
Oh, kind of like Wicked.
Yeah.
Yes, she's a villain.
Well, they're all
Look,
villains.
look, understand. Like which I appreciate the whole, because scientifically, yeah, most bullies, people who are mean, there's a reason for it, usually trauma or bad experience. I get that. But it doesn't erase the fact that she wanted to skin 101 dogs, right?
But did she really though?
Yes.
Yeah,
She
that
wanted that
thing is
coat.
Why?
She said she wanted to. Doesn't mean she did. Actually was gonna do it. She never followed, we don't know. We never saw the follow through.
Listen, we didn't see the follow through because Pongo and Perdita are heroes.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
I'm
here's the
just
thing,
sa-
Sarah.
like she never said She never said maybe some fox fur that has the polka dot. I like the polka dots. Can we make the polka? It was literally like, I want their fur. Like,
Okay, here's the thing. I'm not going to say anything about the movie, but you're going to find out very quickly when you watch the movie why she doesn't like Dalmatians. And two, you're going to find out very quickly where Pongo and
Perdita.
Perdita came from. And you're going to say to yourself, oh, this just puts a whole new light on everything. And you'll see.
Flip in the script. I see how it is, Disney.
I'll give it a.
We'll
I'll give it a
see.
shot. I'll
No,
watch.
it's very good. I liked it.
Speaking of movies, I do have a movie question for you.
Okay.
Who here saw the Muppets Haunted Mansion?
Me.
Who here showed it in class?
How
Who
long?
here
high
needs to get a
school
life?
student.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
How long did it take to get used to the new Kermit the Frog?
Within a half a second, I was like, let's hire Lansy instead.
Fair enough.
I tried to pretend it
Is
was
that where you're
Nancy in my
going?
head as I watched.
No.
We were talking about it. The news.
I mean, because for me, anytime I've heard the new Kermit, like I can't get like it's not.
It's not
Kermit.
Kermit. I know.
It's not Kermit. It's like your uncle at the table at Thanksgiving trying to do a Kermit voice to make the kids laugh. It doesn't work.
Sugar-free Kermit.
Yeah,
Sounds like something you might have done.
it's an aspartame Kermit. No, because when I do Kermit,
It's
everyone
good.
knows who it is. And there's no question. It
It's
sounds
true.
just like him.
That's true.
True story.
Mr. Scrooge, you would like more coal for the fire. Here's the annual Penguin Ice
It's
Show.
pretty good. Agreed. Fortunately, though, we didn't
Yes.
we didn't have to deal with Kermit too much in that special. So I guess that's good.
hmm We didn't get enough Rizzo either.
The boys had to point Rizzo out to you, so you weren't even paying attention.
There wasn't enough. And they well, I mean, you got a lot more Pepe, which was okay.
I like Pepe. Everybody will come down, okay?
He's a prawn.
All right. So just to get, because I'm not a total Muppet, I like the Muppets, but I'm not a total Muppet geek. Chase was asking about it being a different voice actor. Obviously it is, but when exactly was the change made on that?
It was.
It had to be before the
It was
pandemic.
during when the that new little Muppet show came out on Disney Plus, like the little shorts that they kind of did. It was that
the Muppets Now, whatever.
Muppet now, yeah, because it was still the old voice when they had like that sitcom type show on ABC, that like late night thing they pretended to do.
Oh
Okay.
yes.
That was good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, I like that show. And they
It was
did
one of
do
the better
something else.
shows. The problem with that show, I think, was that they advertised it as a Muppet Show at first, and then people were getting ready for like the Muppet Show and they want to sit down with their kid and watch it, and then like it really didn't strike a chord with the kids,
Mhm.
but it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it every week.
Yeah, I liked it too. But oh well. C'est la vie, I suppose. Anyway, so yeah, there's no like Thanksgiving movies coming up because unless you're talking about what Charlie Brown and I don't know, does Garfield have a Thanksgiving?
Garfield does have a Thanksgiving movie. Garfield
because
has
that.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Grandma is in the Thanksgiving. The one that was in Christmas.
Why does Thanksgiving get overlooked when it comes to holiday specials?
Because it's a great holiday, and it has a great true backstory. I mean, the backstory actually isn't about the Indians and Pilgrims. It's really about Abraham Lincoln who wanted to bring people together during the Civil War. History nerd. So, but the thing is with Thanksgiving, like there's no event like Halloween. You go out, ghosts, you get candy. Christmas, there's songs, there's gifts. Thanksgiving, you dress up and you eat. That's it. I don't know if you guys agree.
No, yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking about it as you're talking. Like, I guess that's true. But you could have you could have like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess not. But you have Thanksgiving Eve. Thanksgiving Eve's kind of a thing now.
I was to say, I feel like that's
Kinda
something that we
growing.
did when we were younger. We'd go out and do the bars. And it's like a thing. The night before Thanksgiving at Jillian's was usually
I still do that.
routine. Let's do it this year.
Whatever.
Yeah. Johnny will stay home. He's
You
like,
don't have to tell me twice.
sold.
Johnny will stay home and watch
watch
Olaf
your Olaf.
Presents.
He's gonna watch the rest of Olaf
Presents.
Presents. Heard.
But that's funny. Where was I going with this? So you guys went to the Hocus Pocus sets. Anything to say about that? Because the people are wondering.
No
Seems like-
SJP sightings, Timothy.
Oh, that's lame.
I know.
Were they shooting anything? At any times you guys went yet? Did you
When
go
we-
today?
We did. We went this late morning, early afternoonish. They were like testing out. So we've put pictures. I'm sure people who have interest in this have seen the stage where they're holding this like Halloween festival in Washington Square, where it's like says Salem Fright Fest or something. And there's a bunch of cranes. And so today they were testing. Johnny said there was like a dummy weight bag attached to it. They're kind of testing lines and setting things up. And the crane operator looked like he had a pretty sweet job with his feet up. But there were a couple crews on the ground working around and kind of setting things up, placing wires and straightening all that out.
Love that.
And my friend, that thing that just happened is my friend Mary. Hi, Mary, if you're watching. She's a good friend of mine. Her husband said filming was chaotic at LaSalle Academy. He was there for the filming up there at that filming site.
They
Oh,
didn't.
go ahead.
I went Tuesday, and Tuesday night, I think I said whatever. I drove out there after work and decided instead of running at home, I ran down there just in case anything was happening.
This guy.
But they weren't filming at that moment. They had filmed. They filmed, I guess, earlier that day. And when I was kind of walking around, they were definitely like setting things up to film later that night. There's a bunch of people kind of walking in and out. And then I'm pretty sure from what I saw pictures online, I'm pretty sure like a couple of them were brought to the set that night to look around, but it was after I had left because there was a couple of pictures of them with like kids and just walking around. So I was in the in between. Was definitely I don't know what the word is. It like more like the finalized screen ready type stuff where they had from last week when we had just seen them setting stuff up to like this week how detailed stuff is, especially like around like the witch's house, just like the way they just laid branches and put pots of bushes and just to make it look overgrown, even though it's only a front and a side of a house.
Like all of the foliage and overgrowth is all pot. Like nothing's out of its pot. It's literally just like placed, so you can't.
It was
tell.
all potted and it was like branches. They just cut branches off trees and kind of laid them in a specific way. And they have they had all the signs and stuff up. It was just very, I don't know, finalized, I guess. And just knowing from what, even the theater that's there, just knowing what it looked like before and how they put a sign to make it, it says the Salem on the theater. And then they put a bunch of like old horror movie posters on the outside of it. And then they had that Salem trolley down there too. So
even down to the
they
details.
moved that
Like,
all over the state.
they have like the signs and the banners on the street lights and things like that. But then even today we were walking around, I noticed one of the small like newspaper dispenser machines. They've reskinned that as well as a Salem newspaper. There's a Salem newspaper in the window with headlines and
It was like a fake story inside or something.
yeah, it was really cool. and on the way back to the car, Johnny went by and he got a couple pictures of it too. But I mean, there's so many details that you wouldn't think. I mean,
So
they're
this is,
slapping.
yeah, isn't this is all
Yeah.
taking, according to that newspaper, this is all taking place on October 7th of 2021. That was the date of the newspaper. So pre-Halloween,
Not that we're being creepy or
an
anything.
early Halloween festival, I guess, in Salem.
Well, let's be real. In actual Salem, Massachusetts, Halloween starts on October 1st in that town,
Yeah,
city.
it's a city, but it's
It
never
took me a
looked,
minute. I needed.
The
I
city
needed.
of Salem.
their festival doesn't, the real festival doesn't look anything like that. It's much
It's
more
called
chaotic.
Haunted Happenings. Oh, absolutely.
No.
There's no little pun signs on their little
It's so
tent
funny.
setup. Boutique and whatever the other ones were called.
It's so funny how things become what they are, and how that little piece of history, which isn't even all specific to that exact area, is now become a Halloween basically mecca.
Headquarters. Yeah.
It's funny.
Because Salem was so, like, the village of Salem was so big back then too. Like, because when we usually stay in like the town over in Danvers. And again, when I run in the mornings over there, there's like different there's like a couple of the one of the two that were accused, the husband and wife that were accused of witchcraft, like their homestead is like 10 miles away from where Salem is. It was like that area is so big, but then it's just shrunk.
Danvers. It used to encompass
I
Lowell,
think
like a lot of those
Beverly
surrounding
and
towns. Yeah, Beverly were all once part of
Peabody.
Salem, and then broke off because.
So now it's just, everything's just focused on that, on those, like, really those two streets in downtown.
Newport's kind of like that too, though. Everybody,
Yeah.
Main Street's kind of the big, then Bellevue. Shout out to Newport, Salve, woo woo. Although I
So
took
now
the scenic way meeting you after the race before we headed down to Newport, and it's like a flashback. It's amazing. Oh,
So who was the husband and wife? No one knows.
John
That's so
Proctor,
random, but
Sarah Good,
I think it was the Proctor family. I think.
the practice.
yeah, I was just curious. I don't know. I don't really know.
There was also a wonderful man from, in driving down in New York plates. He got mad at me because I
Oh my
stepped off
God.
the sidewalk to walk around somebody,
Because the sidewalks in Newport are this wide and people are traveling like 5 deep.
So he told me sidewalks are there for people to walk
Yeah.
on. So I told him to go back to New York. So it was nice laugh at him.
Leafers, like in the episode of Family Guy.
Leaf peepers.
Leafers.
Leaf peepers. There's actually a lot of leaf peepers around still. I didn't go home.
Yeah.
They're almost all gone. Go home. Don't come. Go away. Add on to my commute in the morning doing 35.
That's not very nice, Sarah. That
Listen,
is money coming into the economy from outside states, and
they're just
nice
driving
tourists.
through. Rhode Island is 13 seconds long.
Well,
All right, maybe not. Maybe not.
you know,
You can see the welcome to Rhode Island sign and thank you for visiting Rhode Island sign. You can just kind of see them lined up, as long as there isn't a fog. I mean, we're not that small.
Yes. And we're pretty even keel. There's no big mountains in Rhode Island. So
Yeah, I find it funny where I tell people like, oh man, I got a 30-minute commute to work. And I got other people from different states going, I go 30 minutes to the store.
that's crazy.
I want to go to the
Yeah.
store, it's 30-minute drive. I'm like, I no, that's all set for me.
No thanks.
yeah, I couldn't live that way.
You
I
can
mean,
go
that-
corner on a diagonal 45 minutes.
I mean, look, I'm just saying, imagine, look, you're making supper, okay? You got food. You
Yeah.
forgot one thing.
You're done.
Do you really want to go drive 30 minutes to get it?
Nope. Frozen
No.
pizza now.
Or, I mean, in 30 minutes, you're not ordering. I mean, there better be a pizza place somewhere nearby. I mean,
Frozen pizza.
frozen pizza.
Not for me. I didn't even
Not
like it when
delivery.
Johnny-
Do you have
It's
a frozen,
more now.
are you frozen pizza, is there a brand that you go for?
Stop and Shop.
Fair enough.
John's obsessed with their margarita pizza. He'll eat it without complaining. So, yep.
That sounds good. I didn't even like when Johnny and I lived in Booker Marsh. I thought we were too far away from things over there.
Oh yeah.
To be honest with you. And then that's really being a prima donna because we really weren't that far, but it was far enough for me to be annoyed. Like now I
Yeah.
can go to Tom's Market in 5 minutes on foot.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about.
We can meet you there halfway. You didn't have
Yeah.
your soundbite, Tim.
I know. I know. I just thought of that. I was like, I should hit the soundbite, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know how people can do that. All right, so we're gonna kind of get wrapping up here. So no one else but me basically did their homework on Disney Plus. We didn't really have homework, but I'm just a nerd and sat around and watched it all day.
I had a good excuse though. I had drill weekend.
No,
So
I get it. I get it.
I was defending this country from.
I know you're active, but thank you for your service, my Lancey.
Yes, thank you.
You can be in the Coast Guard. Strickland's still in the color guard.
I gotta call him. Actually, he's reminding me.
He's technically still active, right? I don't have to wish him a Veterans Day. Happy. Thank you.
I think it's everyone. Everyone's Veterans Day.
Oh.
I think it's everybody. Anyone gets the discount, so I would assume
That's true.
The only thing is, I don't know if you would be wrong to wish him or I a happy Veterans Day, but just when people
Not
are
Memorial Day.
not Memorial Day,
No.
do not do that.
PSA, folks.
That is a PSA.
That would not be good.
Nope.
Do not wish any old veteran a happy Memorial Day.
Nope.
We don't like
Yeah.
that.
No.
So
There's a difference.
Disney, if you're listening, to get back on track, if you are listening, Disney, we need Thanksgiving specials.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I want Disney Once Upon a Thanksgiving, Twice Upon a Thanksgiving. Speaking of which, Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas are two of my favorite ones to watch during the
Yes.
holidays.
But favorite
Here's what-
is still Muppets Christmas Carol.
Muppets Christmas Carol is still but this is actually, speaking of like Disney.
Well, that one, yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Which, by the way, now that I'm older, put the song back. Okay. Put the song back. You guys know what I'm talking about. Ghost of Christmas Past. They're on the bridge. Put the song back. Now that I'm an adult, I want it there.
Yep.
But what Disney needs to do.
Oh, yeah.
What they need to do, the Disney's Christmas Carol, but with Scrooge McDuck, right? As Scrooge, and Goofy was Marley.
Yes.
That was a really good. It's just way too short. Too much is cut out. It's like 12 minutes. They need to do that again, but make it into a full length and keep it at the old school animation, right? It's a good idea, and I really think it would be a good rendition of that movie.
We get, and I could be wrong, and you guys can correct me if I am, but do we ever get any like original animation specials or anything like that anymore? Like, when's the last time? Like those Once Upon a Christmas and Twice Upon a Christmas was like early 2000s or whatever it was, late 90s, early 2000s or somewhere in that time frame. And I feel like we haven't gotten like anything really
No,
since then.
just Frozen had a couple of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I want like I want the original,
Right.
every 2 or 3 years they should be making one of those for us. People love that.
I agree. I think that'd be a great way to keep like the classics alive too. Bring it back, like all the older princesses and.
Could get Minnie's Boutique in on that too, because I'm sure there'll be some Christmas crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always. Christmas Carol's classic anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think Lindsay's right. I think those characters in that one, I think that one he's talking about is like maybe 21 minutes or something like that. It's very short.
Yes.
But they
It's good though.
it was really good, and to be even so I remember watching it when I was a kid. I watched it recently. It still holds up.
Yeah.
Like it would hold up as a really good version of A Christmas Carol, and because of the animation, you could even add the stuff that you maybe dropped from the Muppets. Like for example, the Muppets was like one of the first versions I ever saw of Christmas Carol. So when I saw the real version, I was like, wait a minute, Scrooge doesn't have a sister.
Yeah.
Because that character's completely dropped from the Muppet Christmas Carol.
I'm getting an entry from a friend that the Santa Claus is also an option.
Yeah.
The
But-
Santa- those are all on Disney Plus.
Oh.
Here's
Oh,
what I
sorry.
want to see. Here's what I want to see. And now here comes a segment that we weren't planning on. It's going to start out. Here's what I want to, we talked about the horror movies. Here's what I want to see from Disney for Christmas movie. I want the Muppets and the original Disney characters to merge into one special. But I don't want the Muppets to go animated. I want the Disney characters to go puppet. Give me Mickey as a puppet. Give me Pluto as a puppet. And let's put them into the Muppet universe and let's make let's pick a story. Let's pick an existing classic Christmas. I mean, we could read, Christmas Carol is obviously one we could do. Or we could just, there's got to be something else. It's a wonderful, let's do a variation of It's a Wonderful Life. A little cheerier, a little more music.
Oh, this needs to happen. We need a Disney exec to listen because
We're going to have to tiptoe the line if we did If It's a Wonderful Life. We can't be having a character committing, contemplating suicide, but there's some way around that we can figure out. And maybe that would be Mickey. And then Mickey could be showing about all the joy that Disney and the Muppets have brought everybody and why we should all go to the parks and spend tons of money.
Oh, yeah. See, this is what Potter wants us to do. You see, Potter wants us to go there and, begging for our money. And what do you think we do? We don't just take your money and put it in the bag. The house, the money is in his house.
uh-huh.
Maybe It's a Wonderful Life wouldn't be a good one, but something, something. Or an original script. Whatever.
I actually know some pretty good trivia about that movie. It's a Wonderful Life.
Why am I not surprised about this, Lindsay?
3 things, really quick. 3 things. Okay. Number 1, the old man, when he slaps the kid's ear.
Yeah.
He really slapped him.
Oh.
So he was a method actor who legit drank before that. He was
Did
really
this
drunk.
child know he was going to get smacked?
Well, he knew he was going to get smacked, but he didn't know he really was bleeding from the ear.
Oh.
And the guy, I will say, the actor felt awful. He didn't mean to get that drunk, but so that's number 1. Number 2, Uncle Billy was actually kind of treated the kid who played a young Jimmy Stewart kind of rudely. I guess he was just having a bad day, and the kid was missing his mark. So the guy who played Potter, who was the veteran actor, pulled a guy who played Uncle Billy's arm down a little bit and went, maybe we don't have to be so hard on the lad. And he kind of backed off of him. So the kid always appreciated that.
Oh.
And the third thing is,
Tim's laughing.
I love old school cruelty.
if you see
To children.
the scene where Jimmy Stewart is praying in the bar, right?
Okay.
And it's a close up. You notice it's fuzzier than the rest of the movie. It's because the director didn't know Jimmy Stewart was going to get so emotional in that scene, and they didn't get the close up. So what you see there essentially a close up of the original film. So that's why it's not.
So they zoomed in. Yeah.
Yeah, so they just zoomed in on it. And a bonus is that it won an award for the fake snow. Before that, they used cornflakes and stuff, and it was going to be way too loud. So they invented the synthetic fake snow, so it would be a lot quieter. So those are 4 things of trivia about It's a Wonderful Life, and now we can all see it.
So was the snow was that one of the films that used asbestos for the fake snow?
Well, look,
It happened. I know it happened.
We can get into the weeds of what materials they used. Bottom line is the Oscars.
Pretty sure it was.
They won an award for that special effect because it was soft. It wasn't so crunchy.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was the
Back
asbestos.
in my day.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, Fast Pass was free,
We
kids.
used asbestos for snow, and we beat kids because they should be seen but not heard.
Oh my God.
Okay, Grandpa, let's get you to bed.
All right, let's put you to bed there, Tim. I
That's
just
how it
had.
was.
In our day, Netflix sent DVDs to the house.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Grandma, let's get you to bed.
I'm gonna raise my hand as one of those people that are completely guilty of being like of seeing Netflix for the first time, thinking to myself, "This is dumb. This will never work."
Oops. What
Of
about
course, I didn't know they were going to stream, so that was my defense.
Toy Story Christmas Carol?
Or Toy Story starring the Muppets and Disney characters. Kermit is Home Alone.
Oh my god. No, that'd
Just
be
imagine him doing the run around the house like this, so he'd have his arms flailing.
Do you guys give up, or are you thirsty for more?
Oh my god! And Beaker and Bunsen are the thieves. I'm pretty sure you can just write us a paycheck for that right now. Disney, 'cause that is amazing.
Oh no.
So, like, Beaker is more like the Marv character, of course, right? And then it's perfect, honestly.
Obviously, Dr. Bunsen is going to be the brains of the outfit, and he also has the same shaped head. And then,
My God,
guys,
there's no reason this should not happen. If anyone can give me one good reason on any social media platform why this shouldn't happen, I'll be glad to hear it. But it would. First of all, there's no doubt in my mind, even if it's not even good, everyone would watch it. Chase said he would watch. Chase just chimed in. He's in.
They could
That's
even
ready to
extend it.
watch.
we've got someone from California on board. Everything's fine.
They could extend
He's
it
ready to
where
watch.
it's all the Muppets. So like each time the robbers go into a room, it's like a new Muppets kind of
A new
version
scene.
of. Yeah. So like for example, the chickens in Gonzo, that's where they get all the feathers on them. An animal can play drums on their heads. You know what I mean? So like each room is just like another.
Dr. Tooth and the Electric Band. Electric. Oh my god.
I mean, you could go on. I mean,
There are
Electric Mayhem.
DJs. Mayhem. Why did I say band? Band.
Statler and Waldorf can be like the old man, the old men shoveling the
Oh.
salt on the streets every night. Man.
Who's gonna be the woman? With
No. They will be the neighbors. The neighbor, like the old guy in Home Alone that everyone's afraid of. So yeah.
That's what I was talking
Sweetums.
about.
No,
okay.
Sweetums.
Huh?
Sweetums is gonna be the pigeon lady in the park.
Oh, well, we got to do one
This
movie.
is Lost in New York.
You're already
Listen.
jumping ahead.
We had to put
Sorry, I
the
got
first one out,
excited.
Sarah, and if that's successful, then we can make the second one.
But I already have ideas.
And then,
See, we love doing this with the Muppets, but the idea about Toy Story, we could make that work too.
I do like Toy Story. Well, don't think. I mean,
Four.
Disney already does a little bit of Toy Story / Christmas when they project it on to Tower of Terror during
Yeah.
Christmas time.
that's
so,
true.
so there is a foundation.
There's a Toy Story Christmas short too.
Yeah.
Is it the Christmas or is it when
The
they're
one
supposed to go to Hawaii?
That's the one with she goes to the friend's house and the dinosaurs. He got all the dinosaur set
That's
for
right.
Christmas.
That's right.
The time that something the
Time
time
the
forgot.
story that
something.
time forgot.
Yeah, something like that.
Toy Story that time forgot. There it is. I got it now. Do.
Mm.
What about the Lego Christmas on Disney Plus too? Wasn't there like a Lego Christmas special, Star Wars Lego?
Yeah, I started to watch that one a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, the new Christmas special. Yeah,
I should probably
Yeah.
get back to that.
yeah. It was.
Oops.
Hmm.
Almost
I
a year.
started to watch a little bit of it, but I don't know. The guys running around as little Legos throws me off a little bit because they get those little funny things on their heads, and I don't know.
Their button.
Yeah, it's a little button.
Everything is awesome.
No, that movie was good, and I used to like to watch. I used to like to play the Star Wars Lego games.
That's the noise that's stuck in my head forever. And then things are created that you built.
Yeah, and you would build things and do all the little activities, which were really easy because the game was geared towards children. But then I'd always get wrapped up in just like I wouldn't even be playing the game. I would just be Palpatine running around just zapping people just to do it.
Oh, you're mean.
Why? Why?
I have Lego Harry Potter. And I like to Wingardium Leviosa my stuff together.
Yeah, I mean, I like Harry Potter.
What?
But Palpatine would destroy anybody in that universe.
Hmm.
Steven's like, yeah, it's pretty true.
I don't
I
know.
mean, look, this
Goldie's
is
pretty powerful.
look. This has been
No, I don't
this has
see
been
it.
like the biggest debate, right? Like who would win in a fight, like Jedi or Wizard? And
Ugh.
you know what? But here's the thing, though. You can block a spell, and I'm pretty sure that if a Jedi can block a blaster, like a laser, they can blast a spell that doesn't seem to be leaving at the same speed.
Is this a math problem? Did we just do a math problem?
No,
Probably
we didn't.
not.
I'm just thinking Steven's right.
You know, I'm just, I think, but sometimes it would depend on who's the wizard, who's the Jedi. I mean, let's face it. I mean, they literally sent like, was it 4 Jedi
Okay.
to get Palpatine, and he took out 3 of them in like 5 seconds. So obviously, it wasn't the A team going to get him.
However, 3 middle school students could bring down the Dark Lord. So multiple times.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? The
Why would
wizards
you
are
hire-
arrogant because
Pride
they don't want to
goeth
work
before
with
the
they don't
fall.
want to work with Muggles. But the
They
Jedi,
will.
they'll bring in the rebels with them as backup. So you'll be fighting with the Jedi, and the X-wings will be coming in and taking down Hogwarts.
Right. I'm just
But then
saying.
you've got
They will
something
drop.
totalum.
They will drop.
Pietotum totalum.
They will drop proton bombs right into the the Chamber of Secrets and end that place quickly.
Hagrid's got Fluffy.
Ministry of Magic blown up, done.
Cherry bomb in the toilet. Done.
Han Solo's got that by himself.
And don't forget, if you have the First Order, you have whatever you want to call it, the Empire, you may fire when ready. And I'm sorry,
Yes,
I don't
see?
care what spell you have, Death Star wins. It wins.
I would.
Except for that tiny little spot. That 1 in 70
You may
billion.
and how is a wizard going to get up there? I don't see them with a spacecraft that can go to space.
They don't need a spacecraft. They can apparate.
Excuse me.
No,
Johnny has no
An
opinion.
air
on this.
bubble for underwater. You can have an
Not-
air bubble in your noggin for space.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm not feeling it.
J.K.
No,
Rowling, if you're listening,
I think this battle's.
Look, don't get me wrong.
I think this battle's over quick.
The ability for a wizard to apparate, like, I am very jealous of, because there's more than one time I've been at a party and thought to myself, I wish I could just apparate just right to bed right now.
Just wants
Just
to apparate.
that's it. Is apparate? Is am I using that word?
apparate and disapparate. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, whatever. Disappear at a moment's notice and go to bed.
Fudge bye-byes. Yep.
Yes.
Plus, when like Jedi's die, they don't just hide. They don't hide in paintings. They can literally come back as Force ghosts and still do damage.
Nearly headless Nick was still a ghost.
But he can't do anything.
Yeah,
Nearly
and what did
headless.
Moaning Myrtle just hung out in the bathroom moaning?
I know.
She spied on a naked Daniel Radcliffe.
That was creepy. I'm sorry.
So
Watch
that's
that scene. That is creepy.
Johnny's like, what?
That's gonna get canceled.
To
He
provide
did not-
nothing, from-
Johnny's never watched any of them.
provide
It's
nothing to this conversation.
my
At
part.
no point did Daniel give his consent.
That's
Yeah.
why he hid the egg.
That's
First of all,
why.
if you're in a girl's bathroom, why are you completely naked? Put your boxer shorts on.
in the
Bathing
back.
suit. Come on.
Well,
It's Harry Potter.
Back.
I'm sorry he didn't take into
The boy who
consideration
lived.
that there was a ghost who wouldn't respect his boundaries.
Yeah, really. Stupid Moaning Myrtle. I hate that character. My daughter obsessed about why she died for the longest time.
Until
With
she
Harry Potter, she just
that-
kept asking, "Why is she
Just
dead?"
remember, I saw a pair of bright yellow eyes.
I don't know. I still say, as a matter of fact, I think that I could just send like Yoda and Palpatine, no one else, and they would destroy. They would just take down the entire
So
Wizarding world.
you're teaming up the dark and the light side of the force.
That's all I
Just to
need.
get Conquest.
Well,
Just two of them.
You need the dark side of the force because the light side of the force cannot plan anything. For example, the fact that Yoda did not go after Palpatine with Kenobi, like as like a team, The fact that you split up. I mean, what kind of battle plan was that?
Divide and conquer.
No, but no, 2 versus 1. Take out one Sith, you take out the other, and then it's party time.
And the peasants.
Yeah, but there's a whole lot that goes into that planning. First of all, you need to have an Anakin Kenobi matchup one on
was
one
on
for
Mustafar.
the sheer theatrics.
You know what? Anakin was away. You know what? You take out Palpatine, square that away, and then you go take care of the brat.
Yeah. Well,
Doesn't
Palpatine's pretty powerful.
You know what? Just show up with a box of sand and just stop throwing at him.
Sand.
Or Anakin could have just kept his cool and let Mace Windu do what he was going to do anyway. We wouldn't even have had this problem.
Exactly.
Throwing sand. I missed something.
Neither here nor there. And I'm going to use this segue to finish this week's episode before we go on and say one last thing that I forgot about. They had a 1-minute snippet on Kenobi on Disney Plus today.
Yeah, I saw
that. I guess Anakin and Obi-Wan are going to fight again.
Mm-hmm.
And if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I was pumped when I heard that. I was like, yes.
I honestly look nothing against the Mandalorian and all that, but it's all been awesome. But I also am just so I want my Kenobi series.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Can't wait.
We're coming out with it. Yeah, great. I want Kenobi. We're coming out with Rogue Squad. Great. Kenobi. That's I cannot enjoy almost anything Star Wars until I get that. Sorry.
Well, I'm wondering is all those Outer Rim kind of shows, if you will, like Mandalorian, probably even Boba Fett, Rogue Squadron, if it's going to be kind of like the Marvel universe where they're all going to do their things, but all the important parts of all those storylines are going to go back to the center, which might be the Kenobi series. If they do it like Marvel, that'd be awesome. I think that's their plan. So, or back to the main movies if they decide to make more movies or whatever. Because I know they've gone back and forth on whether or not they just want to scrap those prequel, those sequel trilogies and kind of go in a different direction. But everything they've done, those are all Rogue One, Solo, good. Other 3 bad. We talked about this before. And the show so far have been good. So they've been pretty good for the most part.
I just
blame Rian Johnson for that second one. He killed everything. One movie, he just killed.
And I'll be honest with you. I mean, J.J. Abrams is not innocent in this. I mean, look.
No, he's not.
I understand that.
Ooh, that was passionate there.
I understand.
He's not.
I know you can't give everybody what they want all the time, and I get that. But there are certain themes that everybody just wanted to see Luke, Leia, and Han together at some point, right? They just wanted that scene, right? They just wanted to hear, hey, kid, one more time. And I'll, of course, bring on new characters, but then you tease stuff in one movie and you don't follow through on another. And it was just so disjointed. I mean, the fact that you would not hire a director to do all 3 movies so it had a cohesive voice, it's just no. Harry Potter movies change directors, but they also change directors to fit the theme of the movie because each book had a different feel to it. It was it was a little darker, or the kids were getting a little older, right? Chris Columbus was great for those first couple movies because it was very Christmassy, very bright and cheerful, and it wasn't going to be like that all the time. So Star Wars just dropped the ball in those 3. I mean, I walked out of that last movie. I walked out of especially the Rian Johnson one. Just I wanted my money back. That's awful.
Yeah, the Rian Johnson one was disappointing. The first Abrams one was good enough to at least get it going. I wasn't disappointed in it, but then
That was a palate cleanser.
it just got whatever. We're getting off the rails. All right, we're gonna get out of here. We'll talk to
Just
you
like
guys.
Star Wars.
Yeah. We'll talk to you guys soon. We will be recording an episode for Thanksgiving. It'll be out around Thanksgiving, and then we'll see you guys after Christmas. Well, with the news, we'll be here with the news, but
Yes.
yeah. But as far as this show goes, we will see you guys after the holidays. So everybody, because we will not be live next show. So everybody have a good holiday, and check in on Thursdays for the news, of course, and we'll see you soon.